Antigua and Barbuda is an independent Commonwealth country comprising them as a namesake island and few more minuscule ones. It is located where the Atlantic and Caribbean meet. The majority of the citizens are Catholic as well as atheists. The culture of the island is predominantly of West African and British culture influence. The tourism and investment banking become the major of the island economy. Furthermore, the island have an eco-friendly geographic aspect, such as the general low-lying island that are influenced by the spectacular limestone formation. One fun fact about the island is their national dish that called fungi. The dish converges with a cornmeal, hearty vegetable, and mouth-watering sauce.
I am so honored to be here today to open this parliamentary conference. I would like to begin by thanking to our Prime Minister for hosting this important event in such a generous way. Mr. Prime Minister, I rise to inform one of the issue of Antigua and Barbuda, which is the countryside and marine environment of Antigua and Barbuda is under great stress. The EAG has initiated a number of projects and campaigns to address these issues. The following pages overview some of the environmental problems facing us. There is a very urgent need to introduce legal protection for our remaining natural areas and to enforce such legislation. One of the issues that had happened in our country is loss of biodiversity. By countryside, we mean both agricultural areas and natural areas, including wooded hillsides and coastal forests. It is estimated that we lose over 5% per annum due to primarily to three main causes. Our protected area obligations and legislation. Antigua and Barbuda is a signatory to the Convention on Biological Diversity and should therefore be implementing the agreed text of the Convention and as described in the National Biodiversity Strategies and Action Plan for Antigua and Barbuda. A key aspect is the implementation of protected areas. Unfortunately, we have very little time to take action. This rate of habitat destruction has dramatically increased in the last few years, and many areas such as our national park and body ponds will be beyond saving unless action is taken now. There are natural organic pesticides which can be used around food crops. I suggest we remove only invasive species, do nothing to harm wildlife, use organic pesticides instead of chemicals to kill native plants. So, in summary, given that we need to change our attitudes and behavior, educate our children to learn and care about nature. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to say many thanks to the Prime Minister who have given me the opportunity to state the issues that face in our country. Antigua and Barbuda have risk of ongoing chikungunya transmission. Chikungunya is a viral infection caused by the SYAHIRAH virus belonging to the Togaviridae family. The virus is transmitted through the bite of infected daytime biting female, which we call primarily Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus mosquitoes. They usually bite during the early morning and late afternoon and are typically found in suburban dwellings. Some mosquitoes that transmit chikungunya in Africa also live in forested areas. Those with symptoms usually get ill for about 3 to 12 days after being bitten by an infected mosquito. Symptoms include sudden fever, severe muscle and joint pain. They can be accompanied by headache, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, and rash. Although most patients fully recover, chronic joint pain may last for several weeks or months. Nonetheless, the Ministry of Health, would like to notify the general public that they will be intensifying the mosquito control program with immediate effect. Key among the mosquito control activities will be intensified fogging, inspection of premises, the destruction of mosquito breeding sites, and public education. The Vector Control Department will acquire more equipment, supplies, and vehicles for fogging and continue to target areas with high levels of mosquito infestation and areas with cases of chikungunya fever. Alexander Rhodes convinced that his herbal remedies help alleviate the symptoms. He prescribes a 4-pronged approach to fighting chikungunya. One of it is drunk tea 3 times daily on an empty stomach. It contains echinacea to boost the immune system and chaparral and burdock root to purify the blood, ease the pain, and soothe the rash. In the future, since there is no vaccine to prevent chikungunya virus infection, the best way to prevent chikungunya is to protect ourselves from mosquito bites, use insect repellent, and wear long-sleeve shirts and pants. Our government will try their best to continue their research for chikungunya vaccine. That is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, I bid our most honorable Prime Minister for sanctioning me to discuss the issue that could spread lamentable mouth to the whole world. The main quandary that I would relish to apportion is about waste pollution. There are numerous dumps that have been irresponsible thrown by the citizen into adjacent salt flats and lagoon. The two most sizable disposal sites are near the island hospital, and there are concerns about the spread of vector-borne disease. One lamentable effect is that the reputation and name of this country will be mortified, plus the spreading of the disease may cause earnest threat to the population here. Recently, I have contacted the Waste Recycling Corporation and considered how to tackle the issues. The country Department of Environmental has a partnership with the awareness group, which could avail people to be well apprised about waste to handle their habitation solid waste. Hence, I made draft and a few paperwork about the Cognizance project on handling the issues. This involves the citizens to together make sure our island free from any waste pollution.
I am very pleased to be here today to talk about the situation that is happening in Antigua and Barbuda right now. But first, I would like to begin by thanking to the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda for hosting this important event, and to the all ministers for joining this youthful event. Today, I would like to talk about one of the worst problems in Antigua and Barbuda, that is water shortage. I believe that water is one of the most important and basic human needs. Without water, it is very hard to do simple chores, such as cooking and cleaning ourselves. However, in Antigua and Barbuda situation, it is different for us. We have been experiencing frequent water disruptions that really affects our daily lives. From what I gathered, the main reason of this water shortage is because the existing water supply is threatened by pollution from food processing facilities and different industrial operations. Due to these water disruptions, it has affected everyone in Antigua and Barbuda. The way that water disruptions has affected us is sanitation issues and disease, such as eye infection that can cause blindness and typhus. However, we are very grateful because we finally have found a permanent solution to this problem. A strategy has been made. We have inspected the facilities, and there are evidences that the affected industrial operations have been not operating according to the standard operating procedure. As a result, the Enforcement Office has issued summons and the industrial operation has to pay the fine amounting $15,000. Last but not least, I am very happy and thankful to be here today because I got the opportunity to talk about this situation today. Thank you.